Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How are you today? Um, Thank you for being so patient. All of this was swollen in black and blue and purple and green, and there's still a little bit there. So I look like a monster from the deep lagoon. So you know how vain us women are. I wasn't going to get on camera like that. So anyway, thanks for understanding, but I'm always good with a refund. I don't do this for the money or I'd be charging more. So I don't know that I've done a reading for you before, so I'd like to explain real quick how this works. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. I try to describe the picture the best I can. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind because you'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later. Go, I know what he's talking about. It's not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. Sometimes you'll have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. Sometimes it might seem a little vague, but he should give me just enough because he won't give me details. Details are none of my business. He should give me just enough so you understand what he's referring to. It's his show, it's his ball game. But he looks familiar. I think I might have. Anyway, never mind. I'm old and forgetful. So we're going to talk to Steve. When I asked him if there's anything we should know about his death, he said no. Everything went just as planned. And then he says, tell her, Rhonda. Well, what I've been taught, what I've been shown is before we come here, we plan an exit point. Don't know why. And it can be when you're 1 day old. It can be when you're 100 years old. Whatever that timeline is that you're supposed to exit and go back home, you're going to go. I'm not sure we always know ahead of time how we're going to leave because at the time and the way we leave, it kind of depends on what's going on with people around us. What are they going to learn from it? What do they need from it? How is it going to fulfill their purpose? It's kind of complicated. And they don't listen to me when I tell them I don't like it. I don't get to be any kind of boss. So when they say your number's up, I hate saying that because it sounds so cruel. But it's kind of the way it is. It's your time. So that's just what was supposed to happen. So he says, no, there's nothing strange, nothing out of the ordinary. It was the way it's supposed to be. And he's showing when he left, he was skipping like, hell yeah, I'm out of here. I think a lot of us are going to feel that way, especially after all the shit that's been going on the last couple of years. Get me out of here. But I'm happy that you're happy. Sometimes you're going to smell this musky, I don't know if it's cologne. It's not, I just had this the other day too. It's not body odor. I don't know if it's a musky cologne or just a musky smell, but it's not BO. It's manly. Kind of, oh, I don't want to say sexy because he's your dad, but it's a manly smell. You're going to smell that. You can be in your car, you can be outside, you can be in the store, you can be at home, doesn't matter. You get this whiff of this musky, manly smell. Know that that's him. Validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. Just trust that it's him. And the more you trust it and the more you acknowledge it, the more signs you'll get. Once they know you've figured out, hey, that's Dad, and you'll get some more stuff. They can get pretty inventive. As far as writing a book, he says, absolutely go for it. It will be good for your soul. You can take however long you want to do it, pour your heart and soul into it. It will help heal you. And if when you get done with it, you decide it's too personal and you don't want to publish it, don't. Your choice. He says, absolutely do it. And he's showing you like sitting in the living room with your knees propped up in front of you with a pad. He's showing you actually writing, not typing on the computer or something. And while you're watching TV, but your fingers are doing the walking. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Sometimes do two different writings. Okay. One will be your book. The other will be what's called automatic writing. While you're sitting there, and you know how when you watch TV and you actually zone out, you're not really into the show, you're just kind of staring at it for something to do. Have a notebook and a pen and start writing down your thoughts, what comes through your head. They may sound weird, they may sound stupid, there may be words that don't sound like you. It's kind of, it's channeling. It's automatic writing, they call it. You can Google that, look it up. And once you start doing that and you start relaxing and you do it for a while, do it for a while, you'll start seeing a theme. You'll start seeing a theme, and that will really be good for your soul, because your guides, your angels, your whatever will be channeling what may seem strange to you, but after a while it will be perfectly normal, and you'll be getting all kinds of advice, guidance, love. He says that stuff's a little out of his league, but he was told to tell you that. So when you start doing it, not if, when you start doing it, let's say maybe you don't understand something, you feel like you're stuck, don't stress over it. Just relax, let it flow, and ask your guides and angels, what do you want me to do next? Show me, and your pen will just go. It's not really going by itself. You're going to be doing it. It's not like magic, but the words will flow. He says your pen will start to be your best friend. Just don't get so lost in it that you forget about the real world. Let it guide you. It will be awesome. And I've seen people that do this, and it's some, just there's been some weird ones I don't believe, but there's some that are absolutely amazing at it. And I tell people all the time, and I don't do it, I don't practice what I preach, to go sit under a tree and just actually listen to the birds. The birds will be chirping, but we don't listen to them. We don't hear them. We're just, okay, there's birds there, so what? And I'm not saying that they're going to talk to you like words, but actually hear them. Actually see the leaf on the tree. Actually thank the tree for giving you oxygen. See the blade of grass you're sitting on. Actually see them instead of we take all that for granted. I don't know why they're stressing this. But I tell people that a lot. Not lately, though. Actually realize that those things are there and we take them for granted. when I go walking down by the river, it's I love you tree, I love you grass, I love you water, I love you birds, I love you sky, I love you road. Everything is a form of energy, even a rock. It's just a slower moving energy. We're energy. The birds are energy. The water's energy. A table's energy. You know, I guess it's in quantum physics somewhere, but don't ask me about that stuff. I didn't study any of that. It's way above me. And now I'm kind of living it. So go YouTube automatic writing, and don't try to copy anybody else. It has to be your own. And even if it's just stuff, um, even if it's just stuff for yourself. That's not where I was going with that. I got interrupted, and I think it was a message from you. I think it was your name. Are you psychic? You know I'm doing your reading right now? It might have been something else because I only see a little snippet on my phone, and I don't want to click on it. Um, anyway, okay. He says, know that I love you. Know that I'm here to help. He come he comes up to your ear, and I don't know if you'll feel his breath, a warmth, a tingling, could be muttering, but he's trying to go boo in your ear. Boo. So if you hear something that sounds similar to that, the words don't always come through like they think they're going to. Got quiet. Okay, he wants you to get some sticky notes, and he wants you to write down, I've got this. Now, if you want to write down, I've got this shit, because you're going to be putting this up all over your house. I've got this, or I've got this shit, however you want to put it. Make it very strong. It's not like I've got this, it's I've got this. I've got this. And he wants you to put it on your fridge, put it on your mirror when you get up in the morning, put it on your door so you can see it as you leave, put it on the dash of your car, or put it on your computer. I used to have a sign on my computer that told me to breathe. Got a ring that says just breathe, because I forget to actually breathe like I need to. I know that sounds silly, but none of us breathe like we should. We do the shallow automatic breathing. So put those little sticky notes up. I've got this shit. I've got this shit. And for some reason, I never pick this up. It's selenite. And usually what happens during a reading is meant for you. So you might want to go get it doesn't have to be this big. It can be my Reiki master mentor gave me this little selenite pyramid. He's very strong because she programmed him for me. It can be a little bitty piece. It can be a little bitty piece. Doesn't have to be anything. I don't have a little. It could be this size. They're cheap. That's rose quartz. But for some reason, I felt the need to grab this. So you might try it. It might help you. It's cheap. And then get on YouTube and learn how to program it. Set it out in the full moon. Recharge it once a month. I have a lot of things I have to haul out. The full moon comes and they're all over. And then learn how to reprogram it. They'll do it. They do it themselves, basically. Oh, excuse me. So no, your dad can hear you. Promise you 1,000%. He can hear you. He can see you. Call on him anytime you need him for something that he knew how to do when he was here. I always say, don't ask Uncle Joe, who didn't have a pot to piss in here, for help with financial stuff here, because he didn't understand how it worked down here. I don't know. I guess we're not all Mr. Genius when we get up there. So you can always call on him. They're not busy. They're not too busy to help. I should say it that way. He says, you got this shit. Get her done. You have a purpose in life. Now go be that light. Oh, and I actually just got a new bracelet today. I had them custom made. Well, I have three. Two of them I can't say. They're bad words. In a world, whoops, not that one. That's got a bad word in it. In a world full of hate, be the light. And that's what he's referring to as far as you. In a world full of hate, be that light. Be that light that other people need. He says, you've got that in you. He says, you just scurry around too much worrying about everyday life, every day, go to work or got to get kids up on time or whatever your deal is, go just all the mundane, boring stuff. And you forget about the real purpose of life, the real things you're supposed to be learning and doing. So in a world full of hate, be that light to others. Lord knows we need it right now. So I had a bracelet made so I can maybe start keeping that in mind myself. Okay, with that, he's going to leave, and I'm going to go check that message and see if that was you. That would be funny. Okay, my dear. He's telling you to be jolly, Jolly. Don't know, maybe you know somebody with that name, why he's saying it that way, jolly. Because I doubt if you're as big as Santa Claus. I want you to be jolly. So there's a reason why he said it that way. Okay. He's blowing you kisses. He says butterfly kisses. And as he's walking away, he says, know that you are divinely protected, and I'm always right there. And with that, he's gone. Okay, much love to you, my dear. Thank you for being so patient with all my boo-boos and stuff. Hopefully, this is all over with. Anyway, much love to you. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.